gentlemen, please welcome Peter Berman.
It's me, everybody! Can you believe it? You heard that intro and you got all excited. You're like, oh, those credits is exciting. Maybe we're gonna recognize them. Then I walk out here and you're like, we do not recognize him. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. This is great, though, for me, man. What a night, huh? How about it, huh? What a night. This is great for me. All I've ever wanted to do is be a stand-up comedian my whole life, so here I am, doing it. I mean, fucking cool, right? I mean, I love it. I love being a stand-up comedian, and I love doing comedy. One of the things I hate about, the only thing I really hate about being a comedian is this thing that people always think, you comedians, you're all messed up deep down. You're all damaged people deep down. And I hate that, because do you guys watch the news? Everyone's fucked up. Just comedians talk about it, right? You know what I mean? So how are you all feeling? I'm actually interested. Are you feeling well? Are you feeling good? All right, good. If you're not feeling well out there, I get that too. Just hang in there. Don't be so hard on yourself, all right? So, all right, let's see what happens here tonight. I was just working in Las Vegas, like many comedians. I was working in Vegas. I love Vegas. Vegas is awesome. Vegas is like life. Vegas is so sick and wrong and right and perfect all at the same time, isn't it? It is. Every trip you'll ever have to Las Vegas in your whole life, you're pulling into Vegas, you're like, woo-hoo-hoo! Vegas, baby! 3 days later when you're leaving, you're like, fuck this town, man! Fuck this town! Fuck these casinos! You roll your windows down to the 15, fuck all y'all! And like 6 months later, you're back where you live, one of your buddies calls you up, hey man, you wanna go to Vegas? Shit yeah! I love Las Vegas, man. I was playing blackjack in Vegas. I played blackjack. I don't know if you guys enjoy the blackjack. 21 is the odds of that game. 21. You ever get such a shitty hand at blackjack, you don't even know how the hell you got it? You're like, 34? How the fuck did I get 34? On 3 cards. That seems like that's impossible. Everything goes in Vegas. Everything goes in Nevada. They have brothels in Nevada. I've never been to a brothel, but my friends have gone. And I've never been to a brothel. For you younger people, if you don't know what a brothel is, it's like online porn, but you go to it. And you do it with another person. It's fantastic. It's the original version. I've never been to them, but my friends have gone. This is what my friend told me happened to these brothels in Nevada. My friend said every time a guy walks in one of these brothels, this is what happens. They ring a bell, right? Then all the women who are working there, who aren't doing something at the time, they all come out and they line up, right? Then you, the guy, you pick whatever woman you want, then you go in the back with her, and you negotiate whatever kind of sex you want to have and how much it's going to cost, right? I have an idea for a new brothel. I'm looking for investors. Anybody wants to get in on my money maker? This is a money maker. Guys, here's what happened. You walk in, they ring a bell, right? All the women come out, they line up. You pick the woman you want, right? Then you go in the back with her, but you don't touch her, and you don't have sex with her at all, right? But you can say whatever the hell you want to her, and all she can say back is you're right, I'm sorry. We'll be rich, I tells ya! Come on, you guys. Wouldn't that be fun to hear once in a while? Come on. I work hard for that money. You're right. I'm sorry. You're damn right I'm right. You're right again. I'm still very sorry. We could have a brothel for you women, too. That'd be fair. You're stupid. We could have a brothel for you women. When you walk in, they ring a bell. All the dudes come out and they line up. And then Hey, you pick the guy you want, yeah, and then you go in the back with them, and you tell them what's bothering you. And he says he understands. He knows how you feel. I think we're gonna have a staffing issue on that one. Look, staffing problem. My wife told me this, man. My wife told me she read that if you have sex 3 to 4 times a week, it extends your life expectancy because it's good for your mind, body, and spirit. She told me she read that. I was like, wow, honey. I'm like, where'd you read that? And she was like, on a Post-it note in the bathroom. And another one on the coffee maker. Huh. And a third one on the steering wheel of my car. Well, how do you fucking like that? It's a sign. There's a fourth one. She's not gonna find it for like 4 years or 86,000 miles because I put it right up by the oil change sticker. She's not even gonna find it. The AAA guy's gonna find it. Ma'am, I think there's a note for you. My wife, we've been together a long time now, man, long time. But arguing after you've been married a while is completely different than arguing when you've been dating, isn't it? I don't know about you guys. When I was dating, I used to have that little voice in my head helping me out. I don't know whether you were kind of God or conscience, whatever you want to call it. You ever have that voice in your head when you were dating? You know, you get into it with your girlfriend, all of a sudden you hear stuff like fuck her. What? You don't need this shit, man. No. What should I do? I'd leave. Yeah, now I'm arguing with my wife. That voice has fucking turned on me. And it's my voice. I'm getting into a good one with my wife one day, all of a sudden I hear, say you're sorry. Shut the fuck up. Not you, honey. The voice. Here's the problem as I see it being a guy is, most of the time, I don't even think we know what we did wrong, do we? Thanks for the backup, fellas. Really appreciate it. The rally's at noon tomorrow out in front of the club. Jesus Christ. You can tell you guys are here on dates. I didn't even get the code look from you fuckers, man. Like. Most of the time, you don't even know what we did wrong. I know a lot of women, you think your boyfriends or husbands like to argue with you. This is the truth. I do not know one guy that likes to argue with his wife or girlfriend. Not one. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. That's why we're arguing with you women and you're like, hey, don't act like you don't know what the fuck's going on, right? It's because we do not know what the fuck is going on. If you don't believe me, listen to us when you're arguing with us. You'll hear us mumble shit like, what the fuck? What's going on? If we knew, we'd do something about it, right? Like fix it. Or get a friend to lie for us. We wouldn't argue with you. Why would we argue with you? Women are like, how could you not know? How can you not know? How can you not know? And here's how we can not know. Because you women are thinkers. But that's what you're doing all the time. You're thinking, aren't you? You fucking thinkers. Just sitting around fucking thinking. And then when you're done thinking, then what do? You double check your work, don't you? You call your mother, your sister, a girlfriend. Hey, you know what I was thinking? Oh, you know what I think about that? Fucking think. Like a fucking think tank. You know what most men are doing while you're doing all that thinking? We are not thinking. And we like it like that. My favorite part of being a guy is having this thought in my head most of the day. The first time I noticed that noise, I was like a 5-hour car ride. I thought it was a noise my tires were making on the freeway. And I'm like, what the hell have I been thinking about for the last 3 hours? The sweet film of being a guy. You women have no idea what that's like. You'll never know. Because you're women. Here's what it's kind of like, women. If you want to know what it's like. Guys have these too. Women, you ever one of these? You ever one of these? It's like that hum is like this. You ever one of these? Like one of these like that. It's like this, like that. Like one of these like that. Huh? It's like that. But forever. I love that little, whatever the, I love that, don't you? Oh, I hope that's what dying feels like. It's so comforting, and you don't know how long you were there, but it just feels right. You know what I mean? I hope that's what dying feels like. I hope dying's not like what it feels like. You ever have a procedure, a surgery, like a colonoscopy? I hope dying's not like that. You know what I mean? They're like, count back from 10. You're like, 10, 9, fucking lights out. You wake up, you don't know how long later, you're getting your bearings. You're like, why does my ass hurt? I was here for laser eye surgery, I think. I've been married a long time, man. I've been married a while. For the longest time, my wife didn't give me a hard time about anything. She didn't give me a hard time about anything at all. But lately, she's been on my ass all the time, right? Like all the time, right? So finally I go, hey, listen! I didn't say that. I go, honey. I go, honey, don't be mad at me because you're a bad picker. I've been mean my whole life, honey. Apparently, you fucked up. If you think about it, I really think you should be mad at you. I like when we're arguing. My wife's like, how can I be wrong all the time and you're right all the time? And I'm like, I have no fucking idea. I am on a hot streak. I'll tell you the key to a long and happy marriage, relationship, if you want to know. I'm a bit of a relationship expert. You guys want to? I'm a heterosexual male, so I can only tell you the key to a heterosexual relationship. But I dare you to poke a hole in this. I dare you to find a flaw. All right? I dare you. Okay? This is the key to a long and happy relationship. All right? All right. Here's the thing. Here's what has to happen. Women, first of all, here's what you women have to do. You gotta minimum, once a week, minimum, you gotta blow your husband or boyfriend, all right? Huh. All right, 2 women over there thought it was funny. Not one fucking guy got on board with the blowjob portion of the plan. I've never been in a room with such discerning gentlemen in my whole life that didn't get on board with that part of the plan. Hold on, there might be a twist of some kind. It's not a twist, I'm trying to help you fuckers out. I said to blow your husband. Oh, now you're in, now that you contemplated it. All right, women, minimum, once a week, you gotta blow your husband or boyfriend, all right? But more importantly, what? Yes! More importantly, women, also once a week, you gotta mix in and add a boy. A way to go, honey. And I appreciate you. Yeah. Because most of us men are with you women and you don't do either one of those things, right? So here's what's gonna happen. Blowjob, attaboy, one of you women get in return? Whatever the fuck you want, that's what. You don't believe me, aim big. Blowjob, attaboy. Hey, honey, could you paint the house? Fuck yeah, I'll paint the house. Pass the blue tape, I'm prepping right now. How many color swatches of beige? Blowjob, attaboy. Honey, could you help my friends move this weekend? Honey, friends of yours? Friends of mine. Here's the thing though, women, don't do them at the same time. That's condescending, and it hurts our feelings. Space them out. Don't try to be like, attaboy, way to go. The other night, this woman's like, does your wife do that? I'm like, hey, no. That's how I thought of this plan. I thought, what two things? What two things? My wife is the one, though. She is. 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 I have to say it till I feel it. Hold on. She is. 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 She's the one. She is. She is. The one right before her, though? I like to call her definitely not the one. Holy shit, not the one, right? If you're with the one now, no matter how long it's been, you know what I'm talking about. Because you find the one after you go with definitely not the one. Otherwise, you have to start taking the blame, don't you? There's a while there, I'm like, man, why do I keep dating these crazy bitches? I'm like, ooh, I'm picking them. Common denominator, me. That hurts. I went out with the one that wasn't the one for 5 years. 5 years. Yeah. Get this, I wanted to break up with her after 3 months. But I did it. You wanna know why? Because I'm a pussy, that's why. I didn't want to hurt her, I just wanted to ruin my freaking life, you know? Because what's 5 years? When you think about it, really. I knew the relationship was over 3 months in. 3 months in, but I couldn't break up with her. I remember when it was over, man. I remember exactly when it was over. We're sitting at a traffic light, minding my own business, and she leans over and she punches me right in the face. For no reason. And I clearly remember thinking, I'm gonna give her 4 more years, and 9 months, and that is it! You women can break up with a guy a lot easier than a guy can break up with a woman. That's how you do it. Because you're stereotypically, you're communicators. All you gotta do is talk to a woman friend of yours, don't you? My boyfriend's a dick. Dump him. Goodbye, boyfriend. Men don't do that, because we don't talk. Not about stuff like that, right? That conversation between two guys would go a lot like this. Hey man, my girlfriend's a bitch. Well, good luck, man. Let me know how that works out. Because if you're a guy, you never had another guy teach you anything, did you? Did you? If you're lucky, your father taught you something. My father didn't teach me shit, except how to carve a turkey. And I'm still sketchy on that one at best. Just got that one piece of white meat in me, then I have no idea what's going on. That's why when we finally become a man, and the men know what I'm talking about, right? It takes a while, right? When you live some life, and you know what it's like to be a man, right? And you know what it means to be a husband, and you know what it means to be a father. You know what all that takes, and it's time for us to take that wisdom and to impart it onto the younger men of the world, so that we can make a difference. You know what we think? We think, fuck that. No one told me. I'm not telling anyone either then. Man, we're all so full of our egos. Everybody, we're all full of our egos. Men are so full of the egos, they'll make their deficiency a positive. I heard this guy the other day yelling at somebody else, and he's like, even this fucking fat and out of shape, I could still kick your ass in one-on-one. Even this fat and out of shape. And I'm like, how's he making fat and out of shape a positive? You know what I mean? That's how guys are. And that guy I gotta see who he's talking to. So I kind of move over. He's talking to like his 10-year-old son. Women's ego, they're cuter. The woman's ego. This is my wife's new move when she's mad at me. You wanna know what she does? This is her move, her new move when she's mad at me. This is what she does. This is her new move. She stops talking to me. Oh no! Not that! How's that supposed to hurt me? That's just a test of my acting abilities, you know what I mean? When she walks in the room and I have to act like it bothers me that she's not talking to me, like... You gotta act sometimes, you know? Like when she's like, do I look beautiful? I'm like, yeah, you look beautiful. Of course you do. Even in those bifocal sunglasses. No one looks good in bifocal sunglasses. I'm lucky my wife, I'm like, look at me. She is a beautiful, beautiful person inside and out. You know, and she fucking picked me. What an idiot, you know what I mean? I look like this. This is like, might be the best I've ever looked too, you know what I mean? Like horrible. This is not good. I got a mirror right there in the bathroom where you get out of the shower. The other day, I didn't even recognize myself in the mirror. I thought some fat, wet, naked guy broke into my house when I got out of the shower. I got out of the shower, I'm like, ah! You wanna know what my next thought was? Eh. What are you gonna do? I got kids too. You guys got kids? Oh man, I got kids. They're older now. I got a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old. They're doing stuff, you know. There's a ton of weed. This whole country's on weed. Are you guys on weed? Everybody here got glaucoma? Are you? Are you on weed? Everybody's on weed, man. Good Lord. When I was young, there's only two kinds of weed when I was growing up. There was like good weed and your friend's brother's weed. That was it. Like weed's in everything now. It's in candy. For you people that don't know, that are my age that might try it, if you get like a weed candy bar, don't eat the whole fucking thing. I don't give a shit how much you like candy. Have a piece. I had the piece. I had a little. I had like a foot of a gummy. I had like the tiniest bite of a gummy. And I went to go see a movie. Do not get high and go see a movie with a narration, man. The narrator come on. He's like, the year is 1824. I'm like, 1824, 1824. That's probably important. 1824. You could remember that. That's why he said it. 1824. 1824. You could do it. Look at you, dude. 1824. Yeah, buddy. 1824. I don't know how long I did that. But when I looked up, it was fucking 1976. And I had no idea what's going on. And the whole time I'm trying to piece together how we got from 1824 to 1976. Ruined the whole movie. After the movie, I tell my buddy who I went with, what happened? He goes, dude, that was a preview. The weed's too strong. I like to do a task on weed. Doing a task on weed is fun. You ever do a task on weed? Like make an omelet? Yeah, omelet requires some focus, man. If you're in the right space with some weed, it's like you're on the cooking channel, isn't it? Everything's diced up in a bowl. You just can't wait. You just like, yes. That's when you realize what a quitter you are. When you're making an omelet on weed, man. Because what's the whole point of making an omelet? To keep it omelety, right? If you're super high on weed, you make one mistake, you're like, fuck it. These are gonna be cool scrambled eggs. I don't need this pressure. There's a lot of pressure out there. A lot of pressure out there. I've lived most of my life, everybody, thinking that if you do the right thing and you do good things will happen for you. That's how I've lived a lot of my life. And it finally happened to me. It finally happened to me. The week ago, the most amazing thing happened my whole life. It changed my life. Last Wednesday, I got an email. Apparently, I have a very wealthy Nigerian relative. No. It's sad because he died. But his lawyer reached out to me. They said I was his only living relative. And this is crazy. The guy left me $20 million, man. They said they just needed my social security number. Boom, I got it to him right away. I put it up in the subject line so that he would see it. They needed my bank account number. I got got my bank account number. And they needed my routing number so the funds could get transferred, without a problem. A couple of days after that, I thought, wait a minute, my sister and my brother are still alive, right? How could I be his only living relative? And then I thought, hey, fuck them. It's $20 million. You know what I mean? I'll break them off something nice at Christmas. Not my fault. It's a clerical error. You don't know me, sir. You don't know me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay it forward. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to pay it forward, sir. I swear to God on my life, when I get that $20 million, I swear to God, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you $1 million of my $20 million, all right? I'm going to need your social security number. It's crazy out there. Everybody's under a lot of stress. I say, just try to do the best you can. Just do the best you can, and I'm gonna give you a couple sayings you could use if you have any issues or problems with anybody, all right? And they work in all situations. Just try to do the best you can and be a good person, right? The first one, let's just say you're in like a Trader Joe's parking lot, right? And someone's waiting for a space patiently for the person who has their backup lights, and they're not backing up, and they're waiting, and then that person backs up, and for whatever reason, you just take the fucking space. Now, when that person gets out, and they start yelling at you, what the hell are you doing? You saw me wait for that space. I just took it anyway. This is the first one. It de-escalates it, and it confuses them. Go with this one. Go, hey, I was just trying to help. It works in every situation, I'm telling you. Look, what were you doing at the Capitol on January 6th? Me? I was just trying to help. If they press you and they don't like that one, they go, what do you mean? You're just trying to help. Follow it up with this one. Equally confusing and puts them off balance without you being aggressive. They go, what do you mean you're just trying to help? Go with this one. I don't know what to tell you. If they don't back off, just circle back to the first one. What do you mean you don't know what to tell me? I was just trying to help. Thank you, the couple people laughing. You want to know what's clapping? You want to know what's worse than nobody clapping? Just the two people clapping. It's all right. It's all right. Well, thank you for that. Honestly, thank you for that. That was nice of you people. I wish man. I think I'm gonna edit this part, but I wish I don't know. I wanted to be fucking more honest. Next time. No, that's what's great about comedy, man. You know what I mean? That's what's great about comedy. That's why I love comedy. You know what I mean? That's why I love comedy. People, like I said, you think people talk about comedians, that they're the ones fucked up. No, comedians are the ones that talk about the fucked up stuff. That's why people want to see comedy, right? You know what I mean? Comedians have the balls to talk about what's fucked up. Like, you don't want to hear about my beautiful vacation to Bora Bora. You want to hear about how I pooped my pants on the flight to my beautiful vacation to Bora Bora. You don't want to hear about the beautiful model that I was dating. You want to hear about the time I found out that beautiful model had a penis. That happened to me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I do. I wish I was. I do. I wish I was more honest. I wish I was more. I was trying to be authentic. It's just a part of being a person, you know. I'm tired of all the lying, it's all the little lies. You know, we put up with a lot of little lies. I don't mean like big, bold lies. Little lies that add up to bigger lies. And then everybody's just in a world of a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean that in the nicest way. Like little lies. Like here's a little one. People do this one all the time. Pardon my French. No French ever said before or after. No one's ever got that I didn't hear any fucking French. Never. I always hate that. That's a bunch of bullshit. Pardon my French. Or the other way. Pardon my you know. How about this one? Are you trying to tell me that every single business, government agency, 800 number that I've called in the last 10 years, every single one of them is experiencing a higher call volume than anticipated? How's that fucking possible, man? Restaurants know how to fucking anticipate how many people are going to be dealing with their business. How can the 800 number not do it? You know what I mean? It's all a bunch of little lies. I was watching TV, I think I'm watching the news, and a commercial comes on for type 2 diabetes, right? This is a medication that's supposed to change your life and help you, right? And at this point in time, I don't need that yet, so I kind of zone out, you know? And I remember the early days of medical commercials when they would tell you all the horrible stuff that could happen, but commercials have gotten, these medicine commercials, where they pledge to be trying to help you, they lie the most, do you know what I mean? Because I'm watching this commercial, it's for type 2 diabetes, I'm barely paying attention, right? I'm barely paying attention. I see a black family, a white family, two guys holding hands, every possible kind of variation of people. Everything happening. A guy narrating it, a woman narrating it, beautiful music, and then there's words on the screen. And I think, because they think people are stupid, that they're reading the words on the screen to you, right? But then I realized they're not reading the words on the screen. They're up there, because they have to be up there, but they're not reading them because they think you're stupid, right? Because all of a sudden, I see a word that I recognize, perineum, right? And I'm like, hey, that's like a medical word. I think I know that, right? That's how I started paying attention, right? I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm like, hey, I think I know that word, right? And then, like, I notice a couple words after it, I see the word anus, and I'm like, wait, what the hell does this have to do with diabetes? I rewound this thing 4, 5, 10 times. I wrote down what they put on the screen. On the screen it says, the perineum is the area between the anus and genitals. Symptoms of infection include fever, feeling weak or tired, pain, tenderness, swelling or redness in the genital areas and the area around them. How fucking bad is type 2 diabetes that you'd be willing to fucking do that? They don't want you to know, and they should want you to know. If you went into like Jersey Mike's and you're like, hey, give me that club sandwich, the one with the bacon, and the guy's like, hey, just so you know that area between your genitals and your anus? Oh, my perineum? Yeah, this might make it red and itch and swell. Like, fuck that, I'm not eating that sandwich. They don't want you to know. That's why when those words are on there, there's a woman pulling her kid roller skating through her legs. Like, whee! That's what was going on when I was up there. If they want you to know, they'd have a fat fuck like me on the screen with his friends just off camera, sweating, bent over. What the hell is that? It's your perineum. I know that. I'm talking about the redness and the itching. And the swelling. He's talking like he wants help, so you know it's one of his friends, or maybe his mother. Your mother has to look, right? It doesn't matter how old you are. Your mother still would have to look. You know it wasn't the dude's dad on the commercial. He'd be like, Jesus Christ, put that away. And then at the bottom of the thing, it says, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, call us. And they put an 800 number on there. They should show the guy on the phone. Perineum. Anus. Anus. Representative. 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 Oh, great. I'm the 16th caller. They were expecting a higher call volume than anticipated. Okay. Listen, you're supposed to end your show in a big laugh. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really do. I hope you enjoyed it. You're supposed to end your show in a big laugh. But really, for what's going on with me and a lot of people, a thunderous round of applause when I'm done would be just as good for me. And I'm sure several of you will probably be moved to probably stand up, maybe. Chant my name like it's been done so many other times in my shows. Peter, by the way, in case you... But what I really want to say, and it's not particularly funny, but it's heartfelt, is that, there's a lot of suffering going on. And some people out here, really, you might have been suffering for this or that, and I can relate. I've been there. And what I want to tell you is, honestly, I just want to tell you to be good to yourselves, everybody. Be good to yourselves, be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and then after you practice that a little bit, try to do that for other people, all right? And really, I'm just a comedian. I don't know what to tell you guys, right? I'm just trying to help.
Berman, ladies and gentlemen.